It's one of the first things that comes off my lips. It's that important. There was a guy came in once, he had some stress and problems. He came in, we jumped into the work, helped him, and then he left. And I'm sitting down at the desk when he left, and I said, I haven't told him about the communication model. So I jumped up and I had to go over the door, and I said, John, quick, come here, John. And he came in, and I said, I forgot to tell you about the communication model. So I sat him down, and then I had to explain the communication model, because it's that important. Nobody can come into my office and not leave without knowing the communication model, because it's so important that if you don't know, if you haven't got the rules to the game of life, how can you ever win? And all my clients are winners. I come in, I send them out with the rules of the game, and they go out and they know what to do. So now you've got an opportunity to learn about the communication model. It's wonderful. When you understand this, you'll understand how you work, how you process information. Therefore, you will know how everybody else processes information if they're a human. So who works with humans? Well, good, everybody. Good. So if you want to influence humans, it's a very good thing to know. So this is it. So all the information from the world comes in through our 5 senses. Sight, taste, touch, hearing, smell. Then, as it comes in, there's some filters. We all have filters in our body, in our mind. Now, everybody's filter is different. The first filter is we distort, we generalise, and we delete information, depending on whether we think it's important based on my program. I'm not a musical person. I love music, but I'm not a musical person. So if someone started talking about violin strings and how they're this colour and this size, it doesn't mean anything to me. I just think, don't ignore it. So I delete that information. If someone talks about coaching and workshops, my eyes are wide open. Yeah, workshops, coaching, yeah. I'm in. So there's a lot of things happening that we don't have any code for. Look, when I first came to Vietnam, 2009, I go sit in a cafe and I'm having a coffee and people are speaking Vietnamese. It's normal, I'm in Vietnam. And I don't understand what they're saying because I haven't learned Vietnamese yet back then. Now, it's pretty much the same. I don't know much Vietnamese, but I do know a few words. So now I go to a cafe and I'm sitting there having a coffee, just relaxing, enjoying the scenery. And all of a sudden, I hear, Anh yêu em. That means I love you in Vietnamese. So it's one of the first things I learned. I'm looking around saying, who loves who? What's going on here? So now that bit of information means something to me so I can respond to it. So I'm distorting, I'm generalising, I'm deleting information. That's one of the filters we have. The second filter is this big one here. It consists of our values and beliefs, our attitudes, decisions, our memories, our language, our time and space. I was born in Sydney, Australia in 1965. And someone's born in Vietnam in Dalat in 1999. Different culture, different parents, different government, different situation. Many things are different. So when we're born, we're being brought up. Our filters are being created by our environment. And we make our decisions in life, do everything based on these filters. So what happens? The information comes in, I distort, I generalise, I delete. Then it goes through another bunch of filters. I think this is important, that's not important, we won't do that again. And then the information comes in, then I make a story in my head about what I thought I just saw through my 5 senses. I saw this story, saw something, went through the filters, now I make up a story. That was very good. What I just saw, that was awesome. I'm very happy. So that goes into my state. And we know about state, don't we? Very good. If it's a good thing I think I saw, I feel strong. If I think it's a stupid, depressing, that shouldn't happen in this world, The state goes down. My physiology contracts. Then my behaviour is very strange. If I see something, goes through the filters, then I say, oh, that was awesome. That was really good what I just saw. My chest is up, my shoulders are relaxed. I think, wow, I'm in a good state, that's awesome. Physiology is really good. Now my behaviour is really good. Hi, how you going? Great. I'm really good. So, in life, life's just happening. It's just doing its thing. It's not good or bad. What makes it good or bad is the story I make up about what I think I just saw. Very powerful. Let me give. Who knows about Valentine's Day? Yeah. It's the only time. Oh, very good. Those two do very well. What about the rest of you? Have life? What do you do outside of this class? So, Valentine's Day. It's the only day the husband and the wife get to have a nice meal together. So they make a plan. Okay, darling. At 7 o'clock today, Valentine's Day. Let's go down to the restaurant, have a meal. Oh, great idea. So, honey, I'll go. The lady says, I'll go. I'll meet you there at 7. And the husband says, when I finish work, I'll come meet you there. Perfect. High five each other. Right on it. Then 7 o'clock comes. She's sitting down in the restaurant. 10 past 7. This is the first story. 10 past 7. Well, he's not here. I hope you remembered. It's the only day we have the Valentine's Day together. 20 past 7. He's still not here. That little bugger. Where is he? Hope he's not playing up and gone off with his mates. Then 7:30 comes, she looks up, she jumps up out of her chair, she rushes over and she grabs him by the ear and says, come here, come here, sit down, why were you late? Starts punching him in the face with the words, why are you late, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? Now they have a meal, they're fighting, they're arguing, they're not happy, they go home, he sleeps in that room, she sleeps in that room, it's a complete disaster. That's the first story. The second story, the same situation. She's sitting at the restaurant waiting for the husband, 7 o'clock, okay, just arrived, get a drink. 10 past 7, oh, he's still not here. Oh, traffic, very busy. Valentine's Day, they're all trying to get parking to go to the restaurant. Normal. I'll order another drink. Am I? Quick, thirsty, have another drink. And then 7:20, he's still not here. Oh, that's okay, he's maybe getting to do some overtime. He's very busy lately, no problem. Am I? Another drink, quick. Now she's really happy. 7:30 comes, she looks at her watch, she looks up, she sees him coming in the door, she jumps up and she runs over and says, Happy Valentine's, and come on darling, oh, no, you're so good, how are you feeling okay, do you want something to eat, do you want something to drink, so happy to see you, wow, and they go home and they sleep in the same room, they actually sleep in the same bed, and they have a wonderful night. So, exactly the same story, same thing in reality, go to a restaurant. Why one story is disaster, the outcome is a disaster. Outcome, one's a disaster, complete hopeless, not working. The other one worked really well. In reality, the same things are happening, but one chooses to focus on the good things, and the other one chooses to focus on what's not working. And they create their reality. We are creating our reality. Whether you like it or not, we're responsible for our reality. I have to take a seat, that's very powerful. We are creating our own reality by what we choose to focus on. So it's our job to make up good stories. You're riding your motorbike. Who's got a motorbike? Oh, is it a good one? You happy with it? Yeah. Oh, good, keep riding it. Okay, so we're riding a motorbike down the road and someone tries to overtake us. They trip our wheel. First story, you bugger, and you start to chase it. What are you trying to do, kill me? You're shaking your head, your heart's pumping, you're getting stressed. Why did you try and knock me off the road? Second story, driving the bike. Riding, ride bike. You don't drive a car, you ride a bike. So you're riding a bike and clips your wheel. You check in, I'm okay, good. Whew. Okay, I'm okay. Then maybe his wife's having a baby. Maybe he's quickly going to the hospital, he's having a baby, so I'll just let him go, no problem. I'm okay. I feel good. Oh, just keep riding. So the same thing happening in reality, but I make the story I make up, what I choose to focus on because of what just happened will create a feeling, that will create emotion, that will create that behaviour, and then it will get my outcome. Very, very, very powerful. When I told that story about the motorbike and the guy going to the hospital to see his wife because she's having a baby, someone in the audience says, well, gee, there must be a lot of babies happening in Vietnam. So I think he doesn't like driving on the road. So very interesting. When you walk through a doorway, you go, someone's in front of you and the door swings back and they, bang, hit your shoes. Oh, you tried to kill me. Why you smashed the door in my face? One story. Next story, oh, it's okay, I should be late for work, you didn't see me. Let him go, no problem, I feel okay. So when we make up a story that's not very nice, that creates a feeling in our body. Do you know what feelings do to your physical body? Yeah. If I think of something bad or bad feeling, get upset and get angry, acid starts to pour into my body. And all sickness lives in an acid environment. So if I'm constantly angry, upset, pissed off, I'm just pouring acid into my body. And in that environment, problems happen. So I've got to be a selfish bugger. I want a good body. I want to have good thoughts. So I just make up good stories about everyone. If someone comes and punches me in the face, I make up a good story. Oh, it's okay. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. So I have to make up good stories. If I want a good life, I need to make up good stories. That's how our mind's working. So it's very important that we learn to make up good stories, because in reality it's just same thing, not good or not bad. It's the stories I make up, and those stories are part of my state. If I'm in a slow, bad state, it's hard to make up a good story, isn't it? If I feel a bit down and sad, I've got to get myself into a better state so I can make a good story. Yes or yes?
Yes.
So if I'm in a low state, I'm going to make up low stories. That's why it's so important to be in a good peak state. So I'm predisposed to make up good stories. And good stories will create wonderful feelings in my body and emotions. Then it will create wonderful behaviour in my physical body. Then it will get the results and the outcomes that I just love to get in my life. The power is in our hands. So who's good at telling stories? You all are. The question is, what stories are you telling? Are you telling happy stories, good stories? Yeah?
I will share with you the story of the boy of the times grew up. In the sunny, he was not happy at all. But passed by him, a beautiful lady, look at him, they smile, and immediately he feel better.
Wow.
He said, wow, a beautiful lady look at me and said, and he feeling happy and back home. Get in the room, and not only have two little boy to play with his laptop and get messy in the group. At a normal day, he will fighting. They will write, but on that day, he feel happy. He feel a little bit good, and he said, okay, he just smiling, and he quiet, and he clean up the room. And the little boy said, so weird, my big brother today did not be fighting. Caring, and they get out of the room and they try to make it better. They learn, they do the homework so that the mother, and not only the house very noisy with the fighting, the brother run around. It sounds said, oh, two little boy. Big boy is quiet and feel happy,
Mm.
and the two little boy do the homework. I said, she feel happy too, and so she make a good dinner for the whole family.
It's you.
Yes.
Wow.
I think the way we make it better, so that if the lady not look at the boy and smile, and she get angry with him, and maybe I think his feeling is different.
Different.
And his outcome is different.
Exactly.
But this lady, she just make a simple thing to look at him and smile and make him feel better.
Wow, very, very powerful, very good. Thanks for sharing. So good. It's so true. I'm sure that you've got other examples of when you get into a bad state or people look at you and you get upset, you make up a story. So the son made up a story, okay, she smiled, she must think I'm good or likes me. But someone else could make up an opposite story. They could say, oh, she smiled at me because she thinks I look funny. It's not, she still smiled, but it's up to the individual what story they will make up. So he made up a good story, good behaviour, good feelings, then he passes it on. You hear the saying, carry forward, you carry something forward. So our feeling, our state can be carried forward and to affect other people. That's very powerful because when we're in a good state, we impact other people. People say, I want to do something good, I want to contribute, I want to do this, I want to save the world. Just save yourself first. Be happy, be good, be kind, be human. Help the family first, then the friends, and really have a nice environment. And in that, then you will help other people because then they will help someone else and they will help someone. And we can do very good, great work by just looking after ourselves and helping people in our own environment. So very good. Well done. That's good. So powerful how we process information. So it's our job to make up good stories. So can you make up good stories? Yes or yes?
Yes.
High five the person next to you and say, I only make up good stories.
I will make up good stories.
I only make up good stories.
I will make up good
No, I only make up good stories. Very good. Because don't see. Okay, so look at this. Look it up here. Look up here. I'm going to turn it. When she's upright, tell me what you see. Does she look beautiful still?
No.
Still beautiful. Now she's beautiful. No, she's not beautiful. Still beautiful. He likes this woman. Sold! Very good. Good sales job. Okay, so we perceive things differently. From the position we take, we can see it completely different. Looking at it from this way, it looks awesome. This way, goodness me, what happened? So our perspective changes when we look at things differently. When I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. Very, very powerful. Okay. This is super, super, super important. Who knows what the RAS is? The RAS, I know you don't know what it is. It's the reticular activating system. Who knows about GPS? GPS, okay. What's a GPS? Oh, sorry, it's my Aussie. GPS. GPS. It's a system in your car. You push in where you want to go, and then it will say, go this street, that street. Takes you to where you want to go. So we all have a GPS. Whether you like it or not, you've got one. And it's called the RAS, the Reticular Activating System. And what it does is, when you program it, you put something in it, it will go and find it. Have you ever bought a motorbike or a car and it was a certain style, a certain colour? Before you got the bike, you didn't see them anywhere. As soon as you hopped on your bike and you started driving it, you saw them everywhere. Oh, there's one there. Oh, there's another one. They're everywhere. Well, you buy a new top and you don't see it anywhere. You go to a party and 3 people are wearing the same top. You think, goodness me. They're always there. But when I get something, it has a code that means something to me. So now it's in my RAS. And my RAS got it. Now it's going to go in and show me evidence of where I can find more of that. So powerful. This is the focus. So 2 billion bits of information come through my 5 senses per second. 2 billion. But the brain would smoke if it didn't filter it. So the GPS is a filter. We filter the information. It's too much information. And only 134 bits of information come through per second. And you're most probably thinking right now, how does the mind know which 134 bits to let in? How does it know? Yes. Number 1, you've seen it before, so I see the red car. I've got a red car. That means something to me. Now, everywhere I go, I see red car. It's in my GPS. My values and beliefs. I got certain beliefs and values. That's on the top of my mind thinking. Then I just see it everywhere. So that's how it chooses to select from a universe that has everything. Has money, has no money, has love, has no love, has good health, has not good health. It's all here. But what I choose to put in here, my RAS will send it out to look for it. So what does that mean? Please, don't put anything in the RAS that you don't want. Very simple. Only put in the RAS what you want. If I put in bad health, I'm not healthy, I'm talking not healthy, thinking about bad health, what am I going to do? Oh, there's bad health, there's bad health, oh, bad health everywhere. But if I put in my RAS what I do want, I have a goal. Yes, I'm going to be successful. I want to have a good body. I want to get this. And I'm thinking about it all day. It's in the RAS. And the RAS says, hey, look at Paul over here. Look, there's some health over. Wow, look at that. Well, there's some over here too. Look at that. Look up behind the chair. There's a bit more. It's always there. But now, because I'm focusing on it, top of the mind, put it in the RAS, it starts to find it. Is that powerful or is that powerful? You should get RASed. Put things in your RAS that you want. Reticular activating system. I might have a video here, I don't know. Let's have a look.